Hey y'all, it's Caitlyn. I'm back. So, I did this challenge, and James Dieter watched it, and he knows anything I do challenge-wise, he may as well just consider himself challenged as well. Because he saw that video, and he went ahead and did the 5 female challenge on his own channel, and then he tagged Cass. I was about to say Cass Latcham. I was about to do a Cassie Sagen, but Lass Ketchum, he challenged Lass, and Lass then challenged me. She said, I know you've already done it, you can do it again, or you can just tell me to shut up. I will never tell you to shut up, Lass, you're amazing. But in my video, I said, I gave myself a new parameter. I chose each one from a different fandom, DC, Disney, Marvel, etc. And I set that for myself because if I just allowed me to go with it, I would pick all the DC stuff and y'all would get bored. Well, with the new opportunity, I get to make you as bored as I want to make you. So, we got 5 DC pops. Now, I'll be honest, when I was sitting down to do 2 other videos that I already did, and then I remembered this, and I was like, okay, I need to go ahead and just do this one while I'm filming. So I just sort of looked around and grabbed the first 5 that meant more to me. Now, Hot Girl will not be present because she was in the last one. I keep all my Hot Girls up there, along with a few others. I can't really get them in frame most of the time, but she's here, always. Right on the side, just a wall, a little bitty shelf, not a wall. I wish it was a wall. Shelf of Hot Girl. The only reason she's not here was because she was number 1 in the other one. But anyway, let me quit rambling and just get on with this. So I'm going to try to put this in order. From, least to most. We'll see how far I go until I get, very confused. But first one here is a little bit shocking, and I've said this before. This generic character, not my favorite, but this specific version, I love. This is the Martha Wayne Joker. This is a Hot Topic exclusive from years ago. When was this? 2017? I still love this. I love Flashpoint. Flashpoint is one of the best story arcs in my opinion. And it's in a hard case because it's in the background. You can't see the spot where it usually goes. But I think it's right above Huntress is where I usually have her. But I just absolutely love this storyline. It's like the Marvel's What If, but put into an entire series, like an entire cohesive story. And the animated movie that they made based off of it was equally phenomenal. Absolutely loved it. If you don't know, in Flashpoint, Barry Allen the Flash pretty much changes history. And when he comes back to the future, he realizes a lot of other things are screwed up, including the fact that Bruce Wayne was the one who was murdered in that alley. And his parents, Thomas goes on to be Batman, and Martha actually is driven insane by the loss of her son, and she becomes the Joker. And I absolutely love it. But the only thing that's weird about this is just how different the actual illustration is to the pop. It's a very, very different shades of green. You see? I think this is the pop that got it the worst off, most far off when it came to the actual product to the illustration. But regardless, I think this is amazing. I absolutely love this. And I had to have at least one villain because sadly Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn couldn't make it. For this one, I love them, and it was hard to leave them out here, but I kind of had to. I'm sorry. But I couldn't leave Batwoman out. So this is the bombshell version of Batwoman. I had to put at least one bombshell, and I decided to go with Batwoman. I love this. Again, I had to put an LGBTQ in the last one, had to put an LGBTQ in this one. And honestly, I think, actually there's 2, but Batwoman, always going to be special to me because of her origin. And I've said it before on this channel. the reason DC made her in the first place was because they were trying to go with the homophobia of it. She was meant to be just like a love interest for Batman, and that's it. Because people were spreading rumors about him and Robin. So Batwoman, Kathy Kane, and Batgirl, Betty Kane, the original Batgirl. If you think it was Barbara Gordon that was the first Batgirl, you're wrong. Don't bother correcting me in the comments like everyone always does. Google it. I'm right. I'm sorry, but I'm right. I'm tired of people correcting me and me having to Google it and show them. But just Google it yourself. You'll see I'm right. But anyway, they were made just to pretty much go against any hopes that gays had at that time while reading comics. And then she was rewritten in the New 50... No, it was actually before the New 52. But they brought her back and revamped the character. Actually made her Batman's cousin. Like, blood cousin on his mother's side. So, love interest was a definite X. No more love interest, period. You can't even think about it. And made her a very out and proud lesbian. So they just rewrote her to be just freaking phenomenal. I love the Bombshell version of her. I love like the baseball bat theme or baseball theme with her, because Batman doesn't exist yet in the Bombshell universe, and so they had to go off something. And I really like this. Now usually I get really mad, like the reason why I didn't put the actual comic book style, which is somewhere up there, it's above the Medusa right there. So reason why I didn't put that one is because it has the wide eyes, and I don't like that. But this one with the mask on her face, it kind of works. I really love that. Again, I just really love the Bombshell line in general. If you haven't read the comics, you need to, especially if you are LGBTQ. You're going to love it. I'm just telling you right now, you are going to love that series. And I'm still waiting for DC to make it into an animated version of it as well. So let's just go with the other LGBTQ one, and that is Thunder. Not too long ago, I made a video reviewing Thunder, and I said my voice is starting to go out because this is the third video I've done. I'm gonna try and keep it together. But I reviewed this pop and I said why I love her so much. As a kid, it would have been phenomenal to see not only a gay superhero, but also a gay superhero who is into her faith. You know, she's Christian, she goes to church, she believes in God, that kind of stuff. I don't necessarily go to church anymore. Mainly because I live in Arkansas. But there's not that many gay-friendly churches in my area. Ever. But, just to have that, because for a long time, I was under the misconception that you had to have, you had to choose between your sexuality and your religion. You couldn't have both. And that's not true. There's a lot of pro-LGBTQ churches around. Just not in my area, unfortunately. But just to have a character like her would have been phenomenal when I was growing up. And if I had just known about her sooner. But, when I started watching Black Lightning when it came out on CW, I just fell in love with her, mainly just for that reason. She's an amazing character on her own, but what she stands for is even better. So, absolutely had to put Thunder in here. And then the next two is hard to choose from, y'all. It really is. I gotta go with this one, though. I gotta go with this one as number 2. Again, it's in a hard stack because it also goes in the background. She goes right next to Huntress. And to be honest, you can think of this one and Huntress as a pair, because I love them so much. And it kind of goes back to, everything's gonna go back to me being gay. Birds of Prey number 59 has Black Canary, it has Huntress. But Black Canary is the one who said the line, so I grabbed her, but Huntress could be right here. And I guarantee you, if they ever make an Oracle pop, which they need to, it's going to go right next to Huntress. What's next to her now? Merrick. Merrick's going to be gone. Merrick's going to be gone. Oracle's going to be in her place. Or in his place. But, that helped me come out to myself. That comic book helped me come out to myself. Again, really quick, she finds out the two guys that's been holding her captive, one of them is in love with the other, and when she asks him about it, she just said, I was just wondering, like, instead of making the knowledge that he was gay, when I was reading that, I was thinking, she's just gonna hate him more now. But she didn't. It was just like a normal thing. She was just like, I was just curious. No big deal either way. I still hate you for taking me captive, but I don't hate you for being gay. It was normalizing it. It was normalizing it. And at that point, I was in high school when I read that comic for the first time, and I have never really seen gays being normal, a normal topic of conversation. It was either something really gay, really like proud, like wave the rainbow flag around, shout it out, be proud, yeah, da 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 da, or you should be ashamed of yourself, you're going to hell, da 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 da. It was either extremely good or extremely bad. It was never normal, you know. So to have that was amazing, and this was still at a time when I was trying to trick myself into being straight. So Gail Simone, who wrote that comic, will always be super important to me, but also the characters that she depicted in it will be as well. So, and also Dinah is just a badass. Dinah Lance, in anything she's in, she is always going to be the badass character. I loved her in Justice League Unlimited, and I did favor her over Huntress just a little bit. Another reason why I guess she's in here. Huntress isn't bad necessarily. I always felt of her as like a female version of Batman, kind of. But Canary is definitely her own character. I love her background story, that she's mainly a martial artist. Like, she'll fight with her fists and her body before she uses her superpower, which is her Canary cry. And I don't know, I feel like that makes her even more impressive. Like, she's not someone who's just going to, like, shout at you from a distance and boom, you're down. She's actually going to put you down herself without the help of her superpower. And I just absolutely love her. So, number 1, Lynda Carter. So this is the Lynda Carter Wonder Woman. Absolutely love this one. Until they make Wonder Woman from the animated series, this one's going to be my favorite. And, you know, it's a fairly new pop. It just came, I think I just got it earlier this year. And it's just amazing. I mean, this is a pop that we've needed for a long time. Because when you think Wonder Woman, a lot of people automatically think Lynda Carter. You know, again, I said this in that video, Gal Gadot is awesome. Don't get me wrong. Gal Gadot is amazing. But they're two different Wonder Woman. And Lynda Carter is what brought Wonder Woman to the screen, to the people, for the well, there was another depiction of her the year prior to the Lynda Carter show coming on, but we're not going to talk about that. But Lynda Carter brought Wonder Woman into people's living rooms, and just spread the knowledge of her across so many other viewers, and it was amazing. You know, it wasn't just now a comic book thing with Wonder Woman, it was putting it on TV. When you put something on the screen for people, it's going to put it on the map, especially when it's successful. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say you put it on the screen, because it does need to be successful. But it'll just put it on the map, you know? You don't need to be a comic book nerd to know who Batman is because of the Adam West show. You don't need to be a nerd to know who Wonder Woman is because of Lynda Carter. You know, Christopher Reeves, Superman. It just brings it in, and I absolutely love her. Lynda Carter is going to go down in history as Wonder Woman. She's just Wonder Woman. You can't describe her any better, I feel like. I mean, obviously she's her own person, but Wonder Woman is Lynda Carter. Absolutely. The animated series is still my favorite version of her, because it was my first version of Wonder Woman. But this is just freaking phenomenal. It'd be really cool if we got a series of this by Funko, like, make that version of Etta Candy and Steve Trevor and Hippolyta. Even though there were 3 different actresses who played Hippolyta. And that would get Wonder Girl, Drusilla. That would be really cool. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but it'd be really cool. But yeah, number 1 for here is Lynda Carter. But anyway, or Wonder Woman, whichever way you want to call her. Same thing. So, this was my line for this one. Of course, You have to think that if I was doing top 5 DC Pops, this one would be gone, and Hot Girl would be here. That's the only thing you gotta keep in mind. Hot Girl would be here if she wasn't already in the other one, okay? But regardless, this is, for now, my top 5 favorite female, man, this screen is wonky, female Pops from DC. And, you know, I love Harley, I love Poison Ivy. There are so many others, Supergirl. There's a lot of others that could be here just because I love DC and the characters in it so much. But I feel like these represent a good chunk of me personally and what I really love. So I'm not going to tag anyone, guys, because I already did that. So I know at the time of filming this, I know Mama J has already filmed her video on it. Eric, Angie, Richard, I don't think y'all have. Come on, get on it. Let's do it. But anyway, guys, go check out Lass's video. I'll leave her a link in the description box below. Thank you, Lass, for giving me the opportunity to correct myself and go back to what I truly love. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Remember, like always, it's a community, not a competition. I'll see y'all later. Bye.